Hi there, I am going to go ahead and show you how to add a SaffireCommerce product. So let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to go to the top of the page in Spark onto the Sales tab, and we're going to click on Products, which will take you to the Products library where you'll actually create all of your products. Then we're going to select in the top left corner the gray Add Product button, and that's going to take you to the setup page. Now it's going to default to Sapphire Tick's general mission, but we want to select SaffireCommerce. Now the difference between that and a ticket is SaffireCommerce is non-ticketed, which means it doesn't create a QR code, and it's meant for purchases like non-ticketed merchandise or registrations that you would fill out in a form. So as you can see, when I selected the SaffireCommerce option, now you're seeing three options that are highlighted in red. And what that means is that those items are required in order to complete building the product. So first thing we'll fill out is the product name. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in like run registration as an example. Then I'm going to choose what category this is under. So it looks like in my drop down here, registrations is an option. So I'm going to select that because that makes the most sense to me. However, if you don't see something in this category that you want to add on the fly, just hit this add category hyperlink, and that's going to pull up a pop-up where you can input the category name and hit save and close. So let's go ahead and get out of that since we have what we need. And now let's move on to the website description piece. Now this isn't something that's required, but I feel like it's very valuable to have this information on the page. You can put disclaimer information like what the run registration includes. You can put information like when it can be redeemed, if it was a ticket or something. But in this case, I'm just not going to include anything in a website description, but I do recommend it. So moving on to the last required piece, that will be the price. So let's just say, for example, this run registration is $10 and we have it to be defaulted to a set price. Now, the freeform price is really more for things like a donation where you want someone to input their own choice of what they want to pay. So you can put a minimum price range and a maximum price range of what they can pay. But let's go back to set price because that's what we want for this run registration. The other item below that are product fees. So this will cover your SaffireCommerce fees as well as any payment processor fees that you have. So we do recommend setting up a fee, but some folks don't. To do that, just go ahead and click on that add fee hyperlink, and then you're going to choose a fee from the dropdown. Right now we have convenience charge. If you don't like the name of convenience charge, you can always click this hyperlink to create a new process fee or product fee. And it just requires you to put in a name and a description, and then you can also choose whether or not you want to apply sales tax to the fee, as well as if you want to make it an internal fee instead. So we'll get out of that because we already have that convenience charge selected. And then from here, you can put either a dollar amount or a percentage. So I'm going to go ahead and put $1. A percentage is nice if you don't want to calculate the fees automatically, but I like putting a dollar amount because I think it's really good for reconciliation. So let's go ahead and move to our advanced options now. You'll see a few options listed here, first being the inventory. So if you have a set inventory limit for this particular product, you can select that. And then now you're required to put in the total quantity. So let's just say there's 199 available registrations. And then as you start selling this product, that number will go down as products remaining, and then the sold amount will go up. Once it's been sold out, the buy now button will no longer show and you won't be able to purchase that product. The next item in your advanced options is order limit. So we default it that someone cannot purchase more than 10 items per transaction. Now, if you wanted to change the default, you can make that even lower or higher. Like I could put in 1 if I wanted to. Or I could even up the limit if I wanted to as well to, let's say, 100 because you don't want to limit it very much. The next option is a buy now button. We automatically default it to being on, but if you want to turn it off, you can, so it's not available to be purchased. If you want to schedule when the buy now button shows for this product, hit the schedule it option. and then you will be required to put in a start and end date. The include countdown option is if you want to include countdown information so they can see how many days or how many hours when this product will be available. But for this registration, I'm just going to hit buy now. If you want to customize the buy now text to be something else besides buy now, you can do that here. And then you can also add custom text to a customer receipt. We have default text, but if you want to add more information to the receipt they receive in their email, you can do that here. You can also add additional emails to receive orders. Now, your default email address will receive all order confirmations, but you can add them per product here. And then the last few options within your advanced options are if the product has shipping methods and fees, whether it has sales tax applied to it, and if the product accepts discounts, like if you've created a promo code. The other two items for sales tax and shipping method are managed in your commerce settings. So once we're done with that, you can choose whether or not you want to add a form or upload a thumbnail image for the product to show up on the website. If you don't add any image, it'll just default to your logo. The add form would be if you want them to ask or answer rather additional questions if you need to collect more information. So you just select this add form button, and then you can see here you can select from a drop down list of forms, or you can also add a form on the fly. You can also schedule this form as well, but I don't want to add a form to this. I just want to add the product. So once this is all good and done, you're just going to hit save in the top right corner here under tools, and it's going to save the product. Now it's ready to start adding to the page.